The Art of Seduction. What if seduction wasn't just about charm or good looks, but a powerful skill that anyone could master? From Cleopatra's allure to Casanova's cunning, history's greatest seducers knew the art of attraction better than anyone, and now you can too. Imagine walking into a room and effortlessly capturing everyone's attention, not through loud words or flashy clothes, but through an irresistible presence, a magnetism that draws people toward you. Throughout history, seduction has been an art, a strategy, and sometimes even a weapon. Figures like Marilyn Monroe, Cleopatra, and Casanova wielded their charisma with precision, shaping empires and winning hearts. But contrary to popular belief, seduction isn't just for the naturally charming. Anyone can learn it. In this audiobook, we'll explore the psychology and strategy behind seduction. You'll uncover the 9 types of seducers, learn to recognize anti-seductive behaviors, and discover timeless techniques to captivate and hold attention. Whether you seek romance, influence, or deeper connections, these lessons will change the way you navigate relationships forever. Focus points. The power of attraction. What makes someone truly captivating? The 9 types of seducers. From the charmer to the rake. Where do you fit? Lessons from Cleopatra and Casanova. Secrets from history's greatest seducers. The psychology of desire. How to spark and sustain interest. Avoiding the anti-seducer. Trap. Behaviors that kill attraction instantly. The natural seducers. What makes them irresistible? The art of subtlety. Why less is often more in the game of attraction. The final lesson. Mastering seduction beyond romance. How it applies to life. Learning outcomes. By the end of this audiobook, you will understand the key traits of irresistible people, recognize and develop your unique seduction style, learn from history's most skilled seducers, and apply their techniques. Identify behaviors that push people away and correct them. Master the subtle art of attraction, persuasion, and influence. Seduction isn't about manipulation, it's about understanding human nature. When you learn to wield this art wisely, you won't just attract love. You'll command attention, build deeper connections, and leave a lasting impression wherever you go. Focus point 1, the first step, understanding your appeal. We've all been there. One moment, life is normal, and the next, you realize you're drawn to someone. That electric excitement sets in, but so do the questions. What now? Do they feel the same way? How do you make a lasting impression? This is where self-doubt often creeps in. You might second-guess what to say, worry about being too eager, or fear coming across the wrong way. But here's the truth. Attraction isn't just about luck. It's about understanding what makes you captivating in the first place. Imagine knowing exactly what draws people toward you. What if you could recognize your strongest traits, refine your approach, and become more confident in your interactions? Robert Greene believes seduction is a skill, one that can be learned, practiced, and mastered. It's not about deception or tricks. It's about unlocking the natural magnetism within you. True seduction is more than physical appearance. It's a blend of psychology, charm, and the ability to create intrigue. Those who master it, like Marilyn Monroe, Elvis Presley, or Cleopatra, didn't just rely on looks. They understood how to make people feel special, how to leave an impression, and how to turn ordinary interactions into unforgettable moments. So, are you ready to step into your own power of attraction? To understand what makes you irresistible and develop a presence that lingers in people's minds? If so, get ready to uncover the secrets of seduction and discover the type of seducer you truly are. Focus point 2, the universal nature of seduction. What makes you seductive? This might not be a question you've asked yourself before, but it's the first step toward mastering attraction. You don't need to be a model or a poet to be captivating. Seduction is about presence, personality, and the way you make others feel. Take a moment to reflect. What naturally draws people to you? Your charm, your wit, your energy? Which qualities have others complimented you on? What aspects of your appearance make you feel most confident? By now, you should have at least a few answers in mind. That's good, because in the next few minutes, you'll be introduced to the 9 seducer types: the Siren, the Rake, the ideal lover, the natural, the dandy, the charmer, the charismatic, the coquette, and the star. Each of these archetypes has unique strengths as well as weaknesses, and history is filled with examples of figures who embodied them. As you explore these types, try to see which one resonates with you. But remember, this isn't about changing who you are. It's about discovering and refining the natural allure you already possess. Everyone has seductive qualities. The key is learning how to express them with confidence. Robert Greene reminds us that seduction isn't about conventional beauty. It's a psychological game that anyone can play. But like any powerful skill, it can be used both for connection and for manipulation. That's why, alongside each seduction type's strengths, you'll also learn the red flags to watch for. Because just as seduction can be an art, it can also be a weapon in the wrong hands. Now, let's begin our journey with the first archetype, the Siren. Focus point 3. The Siren spell, lessons from Cleopatra and Marilyn Monroe. What do Cleopatra and Marilyn Monroe have in common? They both embodied the ultimate seduction archetype, the Siren. Their allure wasn't just about beauty, it was about presence, mystery, and the promise of an unforgettable experience. The Siren seduces by offering excitement, variety, and an almost mythical sense of adventure. They create a world that feels different from the ordinary, drawing others in with an intoxicating mix of charm and unpredictability. Take Cleopatra, for example. She didn't merely walk into Julius Caesar's palace, she had herself smuggled wrapped in a carpet, unfurling before him in dramatic fashion. She turned a political meeting into a theatrical event, making herself impossible to forget. Life with her was anything but dull, and even the most powerful men in Rome couldn't resist her pull. Marilyn Monroe had the same effect, but she didn't rely solely on natural beauty. Every detail of her image was carefully constructed, from the breathy, delicate voice to the way she moved, smiled, and held a gaze. She understood that seduction is an art, one that goes beyond looks and taps into the deeper psychology of attraction. How to channel the Siren's energy? The power of The Siren isn't reserved for historical icons. It's something you can cultivate, too. Here's how. Craft an irresistible presence. Take care of your appearance in a way that highlights your best features. Experiment with fashion, makeup, or grooming that enhances your natural appeal. But more importantly, pay attention to movement, grace, confidence, and a touch of mystery can be far more seductive than conventional beauty. Master the art of mystery. Don't reveal everything about yourself too soon. Keep an element of intrigue in your conversations, allowing people to lean in and discover more over time. Create excitement and adventure. A Siren's power lies in the ability to make life feel extraordinary. Be spontaneous, introduce variety in your interactions, and avoid predictability. Whether it's a surprise date or an unexpected twist in conversation, keeping things fresh ensures you remain unforgettable. Perfect your movements and energy. The way you carry yourself matters. Slow, deliberate movements, a knowing smile, a playful glance. All these small details add up to an aura of allure. Confidence is key, but so is subtlety. The Siren never tries too hard. They simply are. The double-edged sword of the Siren. While the Siren's allure is undeniable, this type comes with challenges. The constant demand for excitement can lead to instability in relationships. Relying too much on physical beauty can be risky, as looks fade over time. Sirens can be moody, pulling others in one moment and pushing them away the next. Still, the Siren remains one of the most powerful seduction types. Their magnetism is undeniable, their presence unforgettable. If you can balance charm with emotional depth, the Siren's magic can work wonders, not just in love, but in life. Focus point 4. The fire of desire. Are you a Rake or an ideal lover? When it comes to love and attraction, people are drawn to different types of seducers. Some captivate with reckless passion, while others charm with deep understanding. Two of the most compelling seducer types, the Rake and the ideal lover, each offer a different kind of irresistible appeal. The Rake, the untamed fire. If seduction were an element, the Rake would be pure fire, passionate, relentless, and intoxicating. Rakes make their love interests feel like the center of the universe. Their greatest strength, they mean it, at least in the moment. A Rake's charm is undeniable. They are witty and charismatic, with a knack for saying exactly what someone wants to hear. Hopeless romantics, throwing themselves fully into relationships and making every moment feel larger than life. Fearless pursuers, showering their love. Interests with attention, making them feel uniquely desired. But while Rakes create unforgettable passion, their love can be dangerously fleeting. Look at Picasso. Each of his mistresses believed she was his one true love, only to find themselves replaced by another muse. The Rake's love is real, but often short-lived. Potential pitfalls of the Rake. Their intensity can create unstable, emotionally charged relationships. Flattery and pursuit can feel genuine, but may later reveal a pattern of manipulation. They may see love as a series of conquests rather than meaningful connections. If you have Rake-like traits, focus on sincerity. Use your humor and passion to make real connections rather than just exciting moments. Engage with depth, not just charm, and ensure your words truly reflect what you feel. The ideal lover. The perfect reflection. Now, let's step away from the wildfire of the Rake and into the world of the ideal lover, a seducer who doesn't overwhelm with passion, but instead offers exactly what their partner needs. If you've ever met someone who made you feel completely understood, admired, and supported, you may have encountered an ideal lover. Casanova is the ultimate example. Unlike the impulsive Rake, Casanova took his time. He observed, he listened, and he tailored his approach to each person he pursued. His seduction wasn't about overwhelming desire, it was about making people feel seen. The ideal lover's strengths. Deep emotional intelligence, able to sense what their partner truly wants. Attentive and observant, creating a connection that feels personal and meaningful. Subtle and patient, making the process of falling in love feel natural and effortless. But there's a downside to being the perfect partner. Constantly adapting to others' needs can be exhausting. Ideal lovers can lose themselves in the process, bending so much to their partner's desires that they forget their own. And when reality eventually sets in, their partner may feel disillusioned, realizing that the ideal lover was playing a role rather than showing their true self. How to channel the ideal lover without losing yourself. Be genuinely curious about your partner's world, what they love, what they dream of, but set boundaries. Plan meaningful gestures that show appreciation, but don't shape yourself entirely around another person. Let your partner see the real you, not just the version of yourself that you think they want. Which lover are you? The Rake is passion. The ideal lover is devotion. Both are powerful seduction styles, each with their strengths and dangers. The key is finding balance, allowing passion without recklessness, connection without self-sacrifice. So, which one sounds more like you? Or do you see yourself as a mix of both? Focus point 5. The magnetic charm of the dandy and the natural. Some seducers captivate with mystery, some with passion, and others with pure charm. Among them, two stand out for their effortless ability to draw people in, the dandy and the natural. These types don't seduce by force or calculation. Instead, they enchant through confidence, playfulness, and an almost magical ability to make people feel free. The dandy. The rule breaker, the dandy is a master of reinvention. They challenge traditional gender roles, blending masculine and feminine. Energy in a way that feels both fresh and intriguing. They don't seduce through raw power or intensity, but by making people question their own assumptions about attraction, identity, and even themselves. Take Lou Andrea Salome, for example. She was independent, fiercely intelligent, and refused to be tied down. Yet she captivated some of the greatest minds of her time, including Nietzsche and Rainer Maria Rilke. Her refusal to conform to expectations only made her more fascinating. What makes dandies irresistible? They live by their own rules. Dandies ignore societal expectations and embrace their true selves, making them unpredictable and refreshing. They are natural hedonists. They find joy in life and invite others to do the same. They stand out. Their individuality makes them impossible to ignore. If you want to embrace your inner dandy, consider letting go of rigid expectations. about yourself, about relationships, about what it means to be masculine or feminine. Confidence in your uniqueness is your greatest weapon. The natural. The eternal child you now imagine a different kind of seducer, one who doesn't challenge rules but makes you forget they even exist. The natural is effortlessly charming, drawing others in with spontaneity, playfulness, and a fearless sense of adventure. Naturals remind people of the innocence and wonder they lost growing up. They make life feel lighter, simpler, more fun. That's why they're so addictive. Think of Charlie Chaplin. His on-screen persona embodied the perfect natural. He made audiences laugh, cry, and see the world through a child's eyes. He didn't seduce with words or looks, but by offering an escape from reality. What makes naturals irresistible? They are spontaneous. They bring unpredictability and excitement, making every moment feel alive. They keep a sense of humor. Nothing is too serious, and laughter is their greatest tool. They retain their innocence. Unlike those hardened by life, naturals remain open, curious, and trusting. But beware, their carefree nature can sometimes turn into irresponsibility. Naturals can struggle with commitment, avoid difficult conversations, or expect others to take care of them. To embody the best traits of a natural without the pitfalls, aim for balance. Be playful, but not careless. Spontaneous, but not reckless. Which one are you? Both the dandy and the natural possess an effortless charm. One seduces by breaking the rules, the other by making life feel like a game. Do you captivate by standing out, defying expectations, and being completely you? You may be a dandy. Do you attract by making people laugh, keeping things light, and bringing out their playful side? Then you might be a natural. Either way, both types prove one thing. Seduction isn't about manipulation. It's about making people feel something they can't resist. Focus point 6. The gift of charisma and the power of charm. Some people step into a room, and suddenly, all eyes are on them. Not because they demand attention, but because they command it. Their presence is magnetic, their words hypnotic. Whether through sheer force of personality or a soft, inviting aura, these seducers leave an unforgettable mark. Now, let's uncover the secrets of two of the most compelling types of seducers, the charismatic and the charmer. The charismatic, a gift. From the gods throughout history, some individuals have held a power so immense that people followed them without question. Think of religious prophets, revolutionaries, and rock stars, figures who moved crowds and ignited emotions. What they all had in common was charisma. The word itself comes from the Greek charis, meaning gift of grace. It was believed that the gods chose certain individuals and blessed them with an almost supernatural ability to lead and inspire. But here's the secret. Charisma isn't just an inborn trait. It's something you can cultivate. Charismatics seduce by making people feel as though they are part of something greater. They don't just attract followers, they create believers. How to awaken your charisma master, the art of speech. Charismatics are eloquent and use words like an artist wields a brush. They don't just talk, they make people feel. Command attention with your eyes. A charismatic person's gaze is intense, unwavering, and filled with emotion. They don't just look at people. They look into them. Embrace your contradictions. Charismatics are often mysterious because they contain paradoxes. Think of Elvis Presley. Both rebellious and deeply religious, seductive yet innocent. This inner complexity draws people in, live with conviction. Charismatics believe deeply in what they stand for, and that belief is contagious. They don't waver. They know their path, and others want to follow. Use theatrics to heighten your presence. Every move, every pause, every shift in tone is intentional. Like great actors, charismatics understand that performance is part of seduction. Take Elvis Presley. His trembling voice, unpredictable dance moves, and electrifying stage presence made him a phenomenon. He was more than a singer, he was an experience. Fans didn't just listen to him, they felt him. However, there's a dark side. Charismatics can become addicted to the attention they receive. They can drain others emotionally, demanding loyalty, admiration, and devotion without giving much in return. If you want to develop charisma without falling into its traps, remember, charisma isn't about control. It's about connection. Use it to inspire, not manipulate. The charmer, the power of soft seduction. While charismatics dominate a room, charmers pull you in gently. They don't need to be the center of attention because they make you feel like the center of their world. Unlike charismatics, who seduce with passion and energy, charmers seduce through understanding and warmth. They listen intently, make you feel valued, and know exactly how to put you at ease. Think of Barack Obama, his calm, soothing voice, his ability to make people feel heard, and his graceful mannerisms. He didn't need to shout or demand attention. He earned it through his poise and empathy. How to cultivate charm. Make others feel special. Ask meaningful questions. Listen closely. Let people feel like they truly matter in your presence. Offer comfort, not pressure. Charmers don't overwhelm. They provide relief from stress and tension, making interactions feel effortless and enjoyable. Radiate warmth. A gentle smile, a reassuring touch, or a well-placed compliment can work wonders. Be helpful, but set boundaries. Charmers have a natural desire to improve others' lives. But be careful not to overextend yourself. Avoid the savior complex. While being a charmer has many advantages, it also has pitfalls. Charmers can sometimes lose themselves in others, prioritizing everyone else's happiness at the expense of their own. To maintain healthy charm, remember, kindness is a strength, not a sacrifice. Which one are you? Do you captivate with intensity, passion, and an almost supernatural energy? Then you might be a charismatic. Do you attract through warmth, attentiveness, and a calming presence? Then you could be a charmer. Whichever you are, one thing is certain. True seduction isn't about tricks. It's about making people feel something real. Focus point 8. It's time to stop doing this. The Anti-Seducers, now that we've explored the 9 powerful seducer types, let's flip the script. Instead of what attracts, let's focus on what repels. Anti-Seducers are the ultimate turnoff. They lack self-awareness, drain your energy, and push people away, often without realizing it. They ignore social cues, overstep boundaries, and mistake intensity for connection. But here's the thing. Anti-seducers can be deceiving. At first, their behavior might seem charming or intriguing. You might even mistake their flaws for strengths. That's why it's crucial to recognize the red flags before you're in too deep. The 5 types of anti-seducers. The suffocator, too much, too soon. This person overwhelms you with attention and affection, even if they barely know you. At first, their devotion might seem flattering, but soon it becomes smothering. They don't love you. They love the idea of filling their emotional void with you. Why it's a red flag? They attach too quickly and make you their whole world. They expect constant validation and become needy. Their intense love can easily turn into obsession or control. What to watch for? Are they pushing for emotional intimacy at an unnatural speed? Do they demand constant reassurance? That's a warning sign. The reactor walking on eggshells. These individuals are overly sensitive and take everything personally. One wrong word, and they spiral into self-pity or rage, leaving you to manage their emotions. Why it's a red flag? Every conversation turns into an emotional minefield. They can be manipulative, using guilt to control you. You're always expected to fix their mood. What to watch for? Are they easily offended? Do they overreact to small issues? If you feel like you have to filter every word to avoid conflict, run the 3. The moralizer preachy and judgmental, the moralizer sucks the fun out of everything. Unlike the natural, who embraces playfulness, this type treats life as a rule book. They see themselves as superior, constantly correcting others and judging them for their choices. Why it's a red flag? They criticize instead of accepting you for who you are. They treat relationships like self-improvement projects. They act like they're morally or intellectually above you. What to watch for? Do they always educate you rather than converse? With you, do you feel like you're being lectured instead of loved? That's a problem. The tightwad cheap in more ways than one. This isn't just about money. It's about rigidity. The tightwad hoards their resources, affection, and generosity, treating relationships as a transaction. They hold back in every way possible, making you feel like you're constantly pulling teeth. Why it's a red flag? They make you feel like you have to earn basic kindness. They're emotionally stingy, withholding love and affection. They see relationships as a cost rather than an investment. What to watch for? Do they hesitate to give, whether it's time, effort, or care? Do they make you feel like you owe them for basic acts of kindness? That's not love, it's control. Take the brute, selfish, and impatient. The brute only cares about their desires. They rush through conversations, disregard your feelings, and bulldoze over boundaries. They lack emotional intelligence and see relationships as conquests, not connections. Why it's a red flag? They don't listen, they just take. They lack patience, making everything about instant gratification. They steamroll over your needs and ignore emotional depth. What to watch for? Do they push you into things you're not comfortable with? Do they dismiss your feelings when you express them? That's a huge red flag. How to protect yourself. Trust your instincts. If something feels off, don't ignore it. 2. Pay attention to patterns. One bad moment can be forgiven, but if it's consistent, it's who they are. 3. Set boundaries early. Healthy people will respect them. Anti-Seducers will push back. 4. Don't fall for the illusion. What first seems romantic, intensity, sensitivity, strong beliefs, can quickly turn into control, emotional exhaustion, and judgment. It's easy to be drawn in by charisma, charm, or even a little chaos. But true seduction isn't just about attraction, it's about connection, respect, and mutual energy. If you ever feel drained, undervalued, or manipulated, step back. The best relationships don't make you chase, fix, or prove yourself. They make you feel safe, seen, and desired. Conclusion. Everyone has a unique charm, a magnetic energy that draws others in. The key to unlocking this power is self-awareness and embracing your best qualities. Whether you embody the charisma of Elvis, the attentiveness of Casanova, or the Hemios mystery of a star, there's something special about the way you interact with the world. By understanding the 9 seducer types, you can refine and amplify your natural allure. Steps to unleash your seductive power. Reflect on your traits. Consider what makes you captivating. Which seducer type do you identify with the most? Are you playful and spontaneous like a natural, or do you carry the confidence and eloquence of a charismatic? Analyze and emulate. If there's a seducer type you admire, take practical steps to emulate their energy. For example, if you're drawn to the ideal lover's attentiveness, try incorporating deeper observation and empathy into your interactions. Celebrity reflection. Think of celebrities you admire and analyze what attracts you to them. Is it their magnetic energy, style, or confidence? Pick 3 seductive traits they possess and brainstorm how to incorporate them authentically into your own persona. Authenticity is key. The most powerful seduction is rooted in being yourself. While it's fun to draw inspiration from others, always keep it authentic. Your allure will shine brightest when you embrace who you truly are. Seduction isn't about manipulation. It's about creating real, meaningful connections. By understanding your unique type and amplifying your natural strengths, you'll attract people who are drawn to the true you. Remember, your best self is already within you. It's time to bring it to the surface and let it shine. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the fascinating world of seduction. Throughout this audiobook, we've explored the unique ways individuals can captivate and connect with others by embracing their natural allure. Let's recap the key focus points that will help you harness your own seductive energy. Key focus points. Understanding. Seduction types. We explored 9 types of seducers, each with unique traits and strengths. These types, ranging from the Siren to the charismatic, help you identify your own seductive qualities. Self-awareness and confidence. Recognizing what makes you attractive is the first step to mastering seduction. Confidence, authenticity, and an understanding of your strengths are key. Practical application. Whether you embody the ideal lover, the natural, or the coquette, we provided practical tips to enhance your allure, from cultivating your appearance to engaging with your love interest with mystery and excitement. The power of charisma and influence. Charismatic seducers show that you can influence others not just with beauty, but with language, energy, and presence. The dangers of anti-seducers. We examined behaviors to avoid, such as suffocating or manipulative tendencies, and the importance of being self-aware in relationships. Recommendations. Embrace your unique traits, reflect on which seducer types align with your natural qualities, and consciously amplify them in your interactions. Focus on genuine connections. Seduction is about building relationships, not manipulation. Be authentic, empathetic, and engaging to create meaningful connections. Apply small changes. Experiment with new behaviors and approaches in your personal and romantic relationships, whether it's confidence, mystery, or playfulness. This exploration into the art of seduction isn't about playing games. It's about becoming aware of your own potential and using it to build connections with others. Whether you're looking to enhance your romantic life, improve your social interactions, or simply gain a deeper understanding of human relationships, the lessons from this audiobook are valuable tools for personal growth. We deeply appreciate your time and interest in listening to this audiobook. If you found this content helpful, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing it with others. The more you engage with the material, the more you can benefit from it. Remember, listening is a powerful tool for language improvement. The more you listen, the better you speak. This audiobook not only enriches your understanding of human connection, but also supports your journey to mastering the English language. Stay curious, keep learning, and continue practicing. Your journey to becoming a more captivating and confident version of yourself starts now.